Yo, what up? It's your boy Tall Genius, kicking it with Beat the Catalog, the resource for the music producers. You know what I mean? A little bit about myself. My name is Tall Genius, coming from Brooklyn, New York. I've been producing for close to 20 years now. Songwriter and music producer. I love hip hop. I've been a part of it all my life. You know, took 20 years out of my life to be active in the culture of hip hop. You know, hip hop did a lot for me and all my friends. Kept us out of trouble, kept us occupied, and now it's creating career and job opportunities for all of my friends that, you know, stood down with the journey, you know? So I love hip hop. It's my passion. That's what I love to do. About to get into these questions, and yeah, I can learn a little bit about me and my journey. I got into producing beats out of a necessity because I used to rap a long time ago, and I didn't have money to pay for the beats on SoundClick. They used to be like $40, $50, $60 a beat at the time, even more, you know, and I just didn't have the money to pay for those beats at the time, so I just got into like making beats, like, you know, primarily for myself. And then once you know, I started getting like some props from my peers, that's when I was like, you know what, I might as well start making beats too. And then I kind of just made the full transition from being an MC to just being a music producer 100%. Keep it real with you. There's been placements and things like that, and you know, we got the Nike placement, that was pretty cool, and a few other placements that was cool. When you get to see your work on TV, that's cool, but like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's like a real achievement to hang my hat on yet, so I don't know if I got it yet, so that's why I'm still working consistently, like I haven't gotten anything. I can't remember the first time I started making beats, but it's been a minute. Easily over 20 years, I think I made my first beat. I don't remember what I was using though. It was definitely in the home studio. Yeah, it was definitely in the home studio. This is back in the 90s, so we didn't have access to, you know, the big dog studios like that in the 90s yet, so it was definitely a home studio. I ain't gonna hold you, I'm using Triton a lot. I'm using Heat Up 3 by Infinite Audio. I'm using, what else do I use? I use a lot. But my go-to right now was like, and Contact, of course. Contact libraries. So actually, that's 3. I'm using the Contact libraries, various instruments in that. Heat Up 3 by Infinite Audio, I believe their name is, and the Core Triton VST. As far as producers, I probably just want to I would like to get in with like Knife Wonder, DJ Premier. Who else? You know, just the producers that I think I'll learn something from. Really about just making a beat with them, but like what tricks and tips can I pick up from them throughout that whole process and experience. So I think it'll be like Premier, Knife Wonder. There's too many. Knots. It's too many. That's a lot. But on the top of my list, it's probably gonna be, if I want to get in the studio with 3 producers, it would probably be Knots, Knife Wonder, and Premier. Yeah. Rapper? Shit. Hove. I ain't gonna hold you. Hove. You know, growing up listening to Hove in high school and stuff like that. You know, just one of those things like a bucket list. You know, so I would love to get a record on a Hove album if he's still recording. If he's not recording no more, then with J. Cole, for sure. I was using, I use FL Studio to make beats and stuff like that, to produce. I also use Logic Pro, so it's kind of like 50-50. I like Logic Pro because it allows me to, you know, I could do a lot of post-production. Like say if I send the beat out and the artist send their lyrics back, I could then throw it back into Logic, the vocals and the elements of the beat, and add more to it and make it sound like a bigger record. FL Studio, I just like the workflow. It's like super fast, super quick, and maybe because I'm used to it, I've been using it since it was Fruity Loops before it became FL Studio. So yeah, FL Studio and Logic Pro are my two weapons of choice right now. It's so easy because working with like a music library, they tell you exactly what they want, and they even give you references. Like they'll give you like an example, or they give you an example or a reference, a link to what they want, as opposed to a rapper or artist. Like 9 times out of 10, not all of them, but like a lot of artists really don't know what they want. So like they'll be like, nah, I want something like this, and then when you give them that, they'll be like, nah, I kind of wanted something like the opposite. So doing work with film and like, you know, the same licensing stuff and the music libraries is super easy to work with. Whew. Game. I've learned so much on my journey, so I can't just like wrap it up into one. But, you know, believe in yourself as much as possible. Don't wait on anybody else to give you that sign of approval or that validation or, you know, the co-sign or nothing like that. Like, just keep cooking, keep working, work with local artists, work with the artists that's around you. Keep on trying to reinvent your sound, keep your sound fresh, you know, no matter what subgenre of hip-hop or whatever you do. You know, the times is moving, technology and AI is like twisting and turning things around every day. So like, stay tuned on what's going on with technology in the field, so you can always be like either ahead of the curve or be right on timing. You know, definitely brand yourself like an artist. Everything that you see these artists doing as well, brand yourself like that. You know, it's not a coincidence that Metro Boomin is one of the most famous and popular producers out there. Same thing with DJ Mustard. They kind of like stepped away from the whole, you know, the whole I'm gonna be the producer, I'm gonna be in the background type of role, and kind of put themselves out there in the front. So try to do that as much as possible too. That will help out. That's what I'm learning, and that was the game I got. Okay, it's a few different names. So I'm gonna keep it short. So when for Gravy, that's the actor Jamal Woolard, who played Biggie and been in Barbershop 3 and a bunch of other movies. Honestly, keep it real, it was just a simple DM, bro. We I always was a fan of his music before he did the Biggie movie. So I reached out on IG. I was like, yo, I got some beats, you know what I mean? And he sent me his email. Like maybe 3 days later, he was like, yo, send me your phone number. Called him. We've been in contact ever since. That was like probably 2016 or 2017. This is like right before the Tupac movie came out. So we've been in contact. We've been in contact ever since then. So that's you know, that's how I linked up with Gravy. With Thutmose, Peoples reached out to me. And, his A&R reached out to me, and then you know, did whatever we had to do, and that happened. And it's communicating. That's another gem for the producers. Like, really learn how to communicate. Just talk. You know, like, don't create no facade and no super personality so people could like you more. Just be yourself and communicate. 9 times out of 10, you'll get what you're looking for. I'm gonna say the same thing I just said. Just communicating and being a real person, yo. Like, these people, these guys that you see on the TV or whatever, they're regular people. They working. Being an artist is a real job. You gotta be places on time, and you gotta do certain things. So, you know, you just gotta be regular, man. Just be a regular person. Be confident in yourself. Work hard. You know, work hard. Have a good work ethic. Be disciplined, and just be yourself. I know that's like a lot, but like, it's possible to work hard and be disciplined, but also remain who you are. So yeah. Find the artist that you believe in and just build, you know, or just build as much as possible. Do records, do EPs, do singles, you know, get into sync placements and sync licensing. You know, that's just basically getting music onto like the reality shows and ESPNs when they're doing like the little top 10 plays and shit like that. Try to get into that type of shit. You know, like that's where it's at. Don't be chasing these big rappers. 9 times out of 10, once you get hot, they gonna chase you. You know, that's my advice I got for y'all. That's all I got. Yeah, stay tuned. You know, I got a lot of music coming out. I'm working with a lot of artists and a lot of projects on the way and things like that as well. Stay tuned. We'll be tapped in. Thanks again for the opportunity. You know? Peace.